Hi there, my name is Kaylyn Hewitt and I am the lead floral designer here at the Bouqs Company, and today we are talking about tulips. Tulips, I think, are by far one of the most recognizable flowers besides the rose. I love their linear qualities and they come in the most amazing colors, so I'm really excited to share some tips and tricks with you guys today. So there are tons and tons of varieties of tulips, and today I have just a standard tulip with me. It's super hardy, really beautiful, and it comes in just the most amazing blush color. Tulip stems continue to grow after they've been cut. We'll revisit this again as we're designing, but that's just something to keep in mind. Another fun fact, tulips signify the very beginning of spring. They are one of the earliest spring flowers. You actually plant them in the winter time. They have to outlast the winter and all of the harsh conditions to just then bloom in the spring. I think that's just like a cool life lesson for all of us, so be like a tulip. So 3 crucial steps that you're going to want to keep in mind when you get your tulip delivery. 1, make sure you bring it in as soon as possible. You don't want to leave your flowers outside on the porch for very long. Tulips tend to get dehydrated. 2, take them out of the box, give them a fresh 45-degree angle cut. I'll show you that in a minute. And then lastly, put them in water for about an hour to hydrate. All right, so your tulips should be well hydrated and ready to design. So like I mentioned before, you're gonna wanna make sure you cut your tulips at a 45-degree angle. This is crucial because it allows the stem to uptake water, which allows your bloom to actually bloom. So what you wanna do is just take some clippers, make sure that you grab your sharpest clippers. So you'll just take the clippers and then cut them at a harsh 45-degree angle. And then lastly, before we start adding these tulips into our vase, you're just gonna make sure you cut or peel off any leaves that are gonna fall below the water line. This will contaminate the water and then cause your flowers to die a lot faster in the vase. So make sure that you take all of these off. Okay, so let's start adding in our tulips to the vase. I'm using our Morena vase. It's a little taller and a little slimmer, and that just actually mimics the shape of the tulip. Anything too wide and your tulips are gonna kind of splay out a little too far. And then just go ahead, start off by alternating between sides. So I've added a tulip here, first on my right and then on my left, and I'll continue to do that until it becomes really obvious where holes are. Keep in mind that your tulips are going to come in bud form. So towards the end, I'm going to try to make sure that there's enough space between each bloom so that it has room to grow and bloom over the next few days. Okay, so we've added in all of our stems into the vase. Remember when I mentioned earlier that tulip stems continue to grow after they've been cut? This just means you want to make sure you keep an eye on them the next couple of days and trim the stems because you don't want them to get so tall outside of your vase that they fall over and the stems snap. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really excited to see what you guys create with your tulips. There's so many varieties and we're highlighting many of them on our website. So tag us in your photos, #BouqLove. I would love to see what you guys are making. See ya.